questions for Jerry. We'll start. Evan, go ahead.
During the playoffs, this is maybe Anze Kopitar's last game here. Just over the last decade, how difficult has he been to kind of game plan against him?
Yeah, well, a lot, very difficult. I mean, tremendous career to this point. It's not done yet. Obviously, he's been able to win, and like just the longevity of his production and how impactful he is on both sides of the pockets. I mean, he's a phenomenal player and showing no signs of slowing down here recently. His line's been a lot to deal with, especially over the last little while. So, I mean, you try and move your skill guys away from him at times, and other times they got to play against him and hope to take advantage of it. But that line is doing really well, and he's doing really well here recently.
Colleen.
I haven't seen this team since the beginning of the season. What are you looking at coming into this game tonight?
You're looking at the stingiest defensive team in the league. It's that simple. It's very difficult to create scoring chances against them off the rush, and in D-zone coverage, it's even worse.
Jesse.
You talked points this season about it's tough to get perfect for 60 minutes. Cale's just telling us he thought the difference between the first two periods of that base game and the third period was everyone showed up for the third. I guess, would you agree with that assessment? And with that, like, how have you felt your team is able to find the ability to all show up together throughout the season?
That's just, like, to me, that's just getting in tune with what you need to do to have success. So there were some things we didn't do well in the first part of that game. And I felt, well, like we were there to compete hard and play hard, but some of the detail to our attack was missing. And then, like we made the mistakes versus the rush. It's fine. Like we gave up 3 goals, which you don't see from us very often off the rush, and it put ourselves in a hole. But it was like our attack that was just like off balance a little bit for me. So we addressed some of that after the first, again after the second, and then everyone just sort of bought into the game plan on what we needed to do. We had a lot of shot attempts, a lot of traffic to the net the second half of that game, and just started building goals back and were able to tie that game a couple times, right? So, I think it's focus, it's determination, it's not wanting to lose from our team and making sure they're doing the right things and sort of buying into what we talked about before the game and after the first and second.
Take a few more, Rachel.
Coach, what is it about third periods with this group? I talked with Blackwood about it this morning, and he said he thinks it's maturity. Do you think it's that alone? Is there anything else you would add to that?
I think it's that, and then I think it's, kind of what I just touched on, just not wanting to lose and so keep, our streak going. And, they're all important games for us because we know the teams that are chasing us, and we need to try and finish first and finish with home ice. And so it's keeping that in the back of your mind and making sure that you're doing everything you can to not lose any game, right? And so that takes maturity. It takes, it takes a lot of things, but I think that's certainly part of it.
Bailey?
When you talk about this being such a stingy defensive team too, when you look at guys like Sam Walensky who had an incredible night the other night, how much more important does that become in kind of breaking through that?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, you need everybody, right? Like you need different guys to step up on different nights. Because like if whatever matchup, if our top guys get shut down, you need someone else to produce, right? And you also have to keep in mind that if they're going to be that stingy on the defensive side of it, we have to be as well, right? Like there's an importance that you have to put on the defending side of it because it's difficult to score against them. So you have to have a well-rounded game coming into this.
Finish with Megan.
When you consider the successful record we've had so far this season, what is then the breakdown when you're preparing for games and looking at what the opponent does versus looking at yourselves and how you can assert your own game?
Yeah, well, it's always, there's a significant amount that goes into what we do and how we want to play into our identity. But we break down the other team pretty in depth and show them exactly. Like, listen, like it's not going to be easy to score tonight. It's not going to be easy to create high danger chances. So we sort of paint a picture of what we think our game plan is, what other teams how they've had any type of success against these guys, which teams haven't, and why, and kind of paint a picture for them so they know exactly how we have to play. And it always will come back to us and our identity and using our speed and getting in attack mode. And but then we talk, both how we're going to break them down and what we see that could be a possibility and keep an eye on it during the game, and then what we're going to need to do to shut them down and keep an eye on it during the game in case we need adjustments as well.
Thanks, Jared.
Yep, thanks.
Cale, what is it about this team in third periods and the way you guys are able to respond and be so dominant in third periods?
Yeah, we're finding ways right now to kind of, whether it's keep our legs or kind of elevate a little bit in the third periods. I think it's good at this point in the season, especially last game, to be able to be down 2, come back, be down 2 again, and then find a way. It's find different ways to win. It's good right now.
Who would you say is, without like looking at stats or anything, Mr. Clutch on this team when it comes to third periods?
I don't know stat-wise or anything like that. I don't know if I could say one guy, if I'm being honest with you. I'd have to go back and look at who's got a track record of being good in the third period. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of guys step up when we need them to, and it's not just the top guys. So that's kind of what you need right now.
Is the message consistent when heading into the third period in situations where you're down, or does it vary game to game? What do those messages look like?
Yeah, I mean, it always varies game to game, I guess, a little bit. It's a little bit different in Vegas, obviously, going into the third, whatever we were down to or whatnot. So for us, I think it was just a good test. Obviously, we're at a spot now where we want to continue to win games and continue to get better. And for us to be in that spot and find a way out of that hole, it's good to be able to do that this time of the year.
On that note, Sam was telling us after the game that you guys are such a mature group that there's not really a message that needs to be sent. You guys just have that belief. Just can you talk on that a little bit, that kind of understanding this group has?
Like after the game, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all want to win in here, and I think when we kind of come and show up together as a group, I think we can do special things, and it's exciting. I think there are times, especially in Vegas, where we weren't all there, and then again, like that third period, a lot of guys showed up, and that's what you need. So I think for us right now, it's just it's a good time. Obviously, we want to keep winning. So
It's such a tight game, and you took the optional yesterday for conditioning. Are you feeling okay? I mean, it was a pretty intense physical game.
Yeah, I don't know if it was overly physical. I just took a shot, kind of left for a bit, but I'll be fine. So. Yeah.
When you look at this team too, especially a guy like Sam Linsky who had an amazing game last time, how much has this blue line contributed, or I guess been important to winning games like this? Or the one in Vegas?
I'd like to think the blue line plays a key role. We all do, but no, Sammy's been exceptional. He's fun to watch. It's exciting to see kind of where his game's grown to this year, and I think he's still capable of another level, which is an exciting thing. So for him, he oozes that confidence right now, and it's exciting because he's carrying the puck and finding different ways to facilitate, and then also different ways to create offense for himself. And so his competitive nature is really high, and we're lucky to have a guy like that. That's for sure.
You have LA tonight. You guys have been rolling on home ice. What's the key to keep it going here?
Same. Obviously, we want to get off to a good start. Being back home, it's nice after the break here, and hopefully get our legs going early. And again, I think it just starts with all lines rolling. But I think it starts with our legs, so that's where we find our energy from.
Canada's going to announce the roster for the Olympics on Wednesday. Is there a little bit of buzz from you or anybody in here about who's going to be on it, who's not going to be on it?
No, not at all. I don't even know if we've talked about it once, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, so we'll see what the time comes. Hopefully we're there. So we'll see. Yeah. Hopefully we got a bunch of guys there.
Thank you, Cale.
Thanks, Cale.